Hello and welcome to my channel. Today's story is part of a series titled A New Dawn in the Ghetto. This is episode 1, The Move. This story follows the Ade family, Mr. Ade, Mrs. Ade, and their three children, Tude, 17, Anna, 15, and Sarah, 8, as they navigate the harsh realities of life in the Lagos ghetto after being forced to move from their comfortable home. Each episode explores different struggles and triumphs, showing the resilience of a family bound by love. The Ade family's once comfortable life had crumbled like a sandcastle washed away by an unrelenting tide. It all began months ago when Mr. Ade lost his job as a bank manager due to a mass retrenchment. With bills piling up and no steady income, the family had exhausted their savings trying to maintain their former lifestyle in Surulere. Eventually, they had no choice but to leave their modest but decent home and move to a one-room apartment in Ajegunle, one of Lagos' toughest ghettos. The day of the move was suffocatingly hot. The family's belongings, reduced to the bare essentials, were stuffed into a rickety, overloaded danfo that rattled down the potholed streets. Tunde, the eldest, sat with his arms crossed, a deep frown on his face. Anna clutched her phone, her fingers moving restlessly over the screen, while Sarah, too young to fully understand the gravity of the situation, swung her legs as she hummed a tune. Mrs. Ade's eyes were red from silent tears. She held onto her husband's hand tightly, as if afraid that letting go would make everything worse. Mr. Ade, once a proud man, now sat in silence, his face hardened by disappointment. The shame of not being able to provide as he once did was a heavy burden on his shoulders. As they entered Ajegunle, the difference was stark. The air smelled of roasted corn, frying oil, and the distinct stench of uncollected garbage. The roads were chaotic, with danfos and okadas waving through traffic. Everywhere, people shouted, hawkers pushing their wares, traders bargaining, and bus conductors yelling their destinations. Sarah's small voice broke the silence in the bus. "Mommy, why are there so many people outside?" she asked, pressing her face against the window. Mrs. Ade hesitated before answering. "Because this is a very busy place, my dear." Tunde scoffed. "She means it's a ghetto." His mother shot him a warning look, but he had already turned his gaze back to the window, bitterness radiating from him. When they arrived at their new apartment, reality hit them like a slap. The house was a rundown facing FSU building, with narrow, damp corridor lined with clothes hanging on makeshift lines. The walls were stained from years of neglect, and the air was thick with the mist smells of food, sweat, and kerosene smoke. A group of children, barefoot and covered in dust, played noisily in the courtyard, their laughter echoing through the crowded space. A woman washing clothes in a plastic basin gazed up at the newcomers and gave them a brief nod before returning to her scrubbing. The new apartment was a single room with cracked walls and a ceiling that snagged dangerously in one corner. A small window let in faint daylight, but it was covered with rusted iron bars. There was no private kitchen or bathroom. Those were communal. Anna gasped. "We are all supposed to sleep in here?" "We will make it work," Miss Addy said, forcing a smile she didn't feel. Tunde let out a bitter laugh. "This isn't a home, it's a prison." His words cut deep, but Mr. Ade said nothing. He simply dropped the heavy bag he had been carrying and sat on the only available chair in the room, burying his face in his hands. As they unpacked, a knock sounded on the door. A stout woman in a faded wrapper and a headscarf stood outside. She had a wild smile but sharp, observant eyes. "You must be the new tenant," she said. "I be Mama Sunday. Welcome." Mrs. Ade managed a polite smile. "Thank you, ma." Mama Sunday stepped inside, eyeing the small room. "You go manage, eh? Ajegunle no easy, but we dey survive." Her eyes flicked to Tunde and Hannah, then to Sarah, who shyly hid behind her mother. Your pikin dey go school? Mrs. Ade nodded. We are hoping they can start soon. Ma Sunday sighed. No worry, dem go adapt, but make una careful. Dis place get good people, but e still get bad people, especially dat Blade and im boys. The name sent a chill through the air, but before anyone could ask for that, Mama Sunday clapped her hands. Make una rest. If una need anything, I dey for room 5. As she left, her words lingered in Mrs. Ade's mind. Who was Blade, and what dangers awaited them in this new place? That night, as they tried to sleep on the tin mattresses laid on the floor, reality sank in deeper. The walls were thin, letting in the sounds of arguments, a baby crying, the distant noise of music blasting from a nearby bar. Sarah whimpered, unused to the strange sounds. Anna turned restlessly. Tunde lay still, staring at the ceiling, his mind burning with resentment. Mrs. Ade reached for Mr. Ade's hand in the dark. We will be okay, she whispered, even though she wasn't sure. Mr. Ade squeezed her hand back. We have to be. But as the night stretched on, the weight of their new life pressed down on them, suffocating and unrelenting. Their struggle had only just begun. Thank you for watching. Episode 2 will be out shortly. In the meantime, please subscribe, like, comment, and share.